Alright, time to continue 999. And last time, it seemed like the story might just become incredible as we were getting into the subjects of the Titanic that people thought was not the Titanic, the curse of the mummy that brought down fake Titanic, global telepathy, and who knows what else might come along. We were also trapped in a freezer. That's right. Santa, June, and Jumpy were in the freezer. And Lotus was on the outside. The doorknob was frozen over. Okay, yes. We have a choice, where we left off last time. Did Jumpy want to get out of the freezer right now, or did he want to talk about, what was this? What was the conversation they were talking about? Something that doesn't turn into a liquid first. Something that might have struck Jumpy as rather odd. I would think that we would probably want to get out of the freezer, unless Jumpy shares the other characters' desire to talk about these seemingly unimportant details. Alright, most people are saying we want to get out of the freezer right now, so far. Yes, how are 84 people going to make it through all these doors? Most people so far have said to leave, but now there are some other people saying to talk. Unless there are any more votes, it seems like that Jumpy wants to get out of the freezer right now. This is an anime, we need to talk. Okay, now the tide is turning, and people are saying that Jumpy should stroke his chin and say, "Why, yes, Santa, that is rather odd." So I guess that's how we're gonna go. It did strike Jumpy as rather odd. You couldn't help but think about it. I wonder if we'll need to know this for later. Oh, what could June possibly say to stun both Santa and Jumpy? Huh? June hears about a lot of things. All right. Jumpy was cold as hell, but he was warmed by the flames of curiosity. Yeah, that was shown in the animated intro, something about Ice 9. That's right, Papa November, Mummy Ice. June did mention something about water that was carried across the desert with the mummy, and the ice didn't actually melt, even though the desert was so hot. I really hope we find some Ice 9 later on and we need to know this. Or maybe not. Maybe it would be pretty great if nothing about the rest of the game had anything to do with Ice 9. I'm sure you'll tell us. How odd. Mm-hmm. Wait, where... the ship... where did it sail? Did it sail over the place where the Titanic sunk? Because that would just tie all this together. I'm sorry, the Olympic, which everyone thought was the Titanic. All glycerin in the world? Does this have to do with that global telepathy mentioned before? But because some glycerin crystallized, now all glycerin crystallizes. It's like global telepathy. That's right. Yeah, exactly. It's all coming together. If only Lotus was in here. She could fill in the blanks. She was the one who introduced the idea of that global telepathy to us before. Okay, Jumpy is impressed or annoyed? I mean, I think that if Jumpy was going to be annoyed by this, he probably just would have wanted to be out of the freezer right now. Since he did want to continue... I mean, it was his own fault that he continued talking instead of getting out of the freezer. But is he impressed or is he annoyed? More people look impressed right now. Yes, by the time we cut back to Santa, he's dead. Uh-huh, everyone's impressed. June, we are honestly impressed. That's pretty interesting, June. I hope we live to make use of that knowledge. Oh, right, that's right. Yeah, we were talking about Ice 9. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty bad. And finally, Santa brings it back to what we're doing now. We're not going to be able to worry about globally telepathic water unless we can get out of this freezer. You didn't? Have you not been paying attention so far, Santa? Santa's saying, okay, guys, look, this is getting too much even for me. Lotus is probably wondering on the other side what we're doing. Then when we get out, what were you doing in there? Oh, we just had this little conversation about Ice 9. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see that that would have drawn your attention. Okay, we're back to the gameplay now. Okay, there's the doorknob. That's right. Right before we stopped last time, we did find some dry ice. Look at those pipes. Water dripping out of the pipes. Yep, it sure did. Alright, warm water. Pipes on the other side, too. Can I look right at the doorknob? I can, yes. Okay. Alright, so I guess we need a sealed container. All we have is the dry ice and the whetstone. What else is in this place? Oh, we got a chunk of pork. And what does that tag say? I can't see what the tag says. Let's search it. There is, yes. So, is Jumpy just going to shove this chunk of meat in his pocket? I'll save this for later. I just gotta know what it says on that slip of paper. We already looked in here, I think. I think I found the dry ice in here. And I don't think it let me... Oh, okay, no. Got some frozen chicken. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I needed that, June. I kind of doubt we can use it to break the ice, considering we just went through that big conversation about using dry ice and warm water. We could try it. No, it's not giving me the option. Not saying anything about it. Right, sealed container. Well, I don't think the chunks of frozen meat count as sealed containers. Oh, wait, what's this on down here? Oh, okay, something below us. Sturdy rope. You never know when that might come in useful. Search the rope. That's right, Santa. Very good. You get a gold star. That is what you do with rope. Anything else? There's so much stuff in here, we couldn't think of descriptions for everything. Water. Oh, this is probably our sealed container. Like, if we can get the dry ice in there. Okay. Nope, I guess there is nothing else here that looks useful. Okay, so let's go to the inventory and see what we can do here. Can we combine that with the dry ice? No. Anything we can do with the warm water here? Yeah, can I use the bottle on the warm water? Doesn't seem like I can. Let me use the chunk of pork on the pipes. No, apparently that does nothing. I guess we could try the rope. No. Is the bottle filled with water? I don't think it said. It's an empty water bottle. The neck is pretty small. Okay, so he's saying that we can't actually fit the dry ice in there, so it doesn't look like we have anything that can cut that bottle. I mean, I guess we could just try to smash the bottle, but that seems like a bad idea. No, that's not working. Maybe we could cut the bottle, but I did not notice any blades in here. Fill with water from pipe. I tried filling the water bottle with the pipe water, But it did not say that anything happened. Try to use the whetstone and the bottle? We can try that. No. Maybe we could find something that we can sharpen with the whetstone. Can we smash the ice? Dry ice with meat? We can try it. Let's take that dry ice, right there. Smash it with the meat. Oh, that worked. I didn't think that was going to work. Okay, we have the crumbled dry ice. Let's combine that with the water bottle. Whoop, no, not that. Combine that with the water bottle. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've played an adventure game. I kind of forget how they can be. I mean, by Sierra standards, that's just a logical puzzle right there. Okay, we have that. Can we use it on the pipes? Yeah, I kind of want to put the warm water in the bottle. And I'm holding the bottle. Oh, wait. Okay, no. Now, am I holding it? No. Let's see. Put it on the handle. No, that didn't do anything. Search the bottle. Okay, let's look at the bottle and see if we get a new description for it. I did. Yep, that's the idea. Oh, okay. We have to secure the bottle against the doorknob, which maybe the rope will be able to do. Yeah, that's doing it. Water bottle bomb. Okay. Let's search the bomb. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Attach it onto there. Okay, I don't have to do that myself. It's just going to automatically put the water in the bottle. Well, Santa said we had to hit it. I don't think anyone wants to actually be next to it. Yeah, we could throw something. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, it's the right size. Sounds like a good idea. There was that big cabinet. I mean, maybe that's secured to the wall, but I don't know, maybe we could... I don't know if we could fit in there. Or if not, maybe we could just drag it away from the wall. Oh, he was talking about the cellar. Probably should be kind of sure that we can open that from the inside, though. Before we go in. Oh, silly. Time to get serious about throwing this ice. Success! The ice is gone. Wonderful. So now I guess we have to, we're going to have to ask how that door closed in the first place. I mean, we know a pipe burst to spray water onto the handle, but that does not really excuse how the door closed. What are you doing? Are you burning yourself, Santa? What? Oh yeah, Lotus is gone. Lotus could be showing a little more concern. I mean, it's unlikely she's going to be able to get through the next door without our numbers. Why was she waiting for the people who were locked in the freezer? Are you 5? Oh, well, that's good. Exactly. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't really explain why she wasn't doing anything. That could help. Maybe she could look for a phone. We don't know that there's no phone. Yeah, I mean, I think that being angry is an appropriate reaction. Aha. Kinda. Maybe you should tell us, Lotus. Yeah, exactly. She did not do anything. I don't know. I think that we might try to we might want to just keep an eye on her. I think it's too early to say that she's not guilty of attempted murder. Santa, man of action. He wants to get down to business. Break time's over. Yeah, she kind of was. Alright, so, did any of that result in anything? Okay, we got the meat, that's right. So, that all resulted in us getting this meat. What does Lotus have to say about this meat? That's right, something warm. Uh-huh. So, let's see, where is that? Yeah, there it is. Let's see if we can use the meat on this. There we go. And hopefully, hopefully whatever this piece of paper is, it's worth almost dying for. That's right, Jumpy. I know what I'm doing. I've pulled paper out of pork before, you know. I'm an old hand at this. Oh. Still frozen in the middle, I guess. We have no knives, but we do have a whetstone in case we find any. Okay, so apparently... Can I pick that up? Can I pick it back up? No. Well, our characters seem pretty sure that there's something of value on this paper, because we are giving it a lot of thought. Now, we looked around this room before, and we found no knives. Oh, but there was that cabinet there. But we can't open it. I wonder if the paper has the actual passcode on it. But it seems that we are going to need to find a knife. And we have no knife. So if you go in that one room, you were here. This is the one I could not find for a while. It didn't seem like there was anything else in here. I'm pretty sure I missed something in the cheese room. Well, we are back in the cheese room. Let's see. Yep, we found cheese. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Zero might have poisoned the meat. Sorry, the cheese. We don't know. Okay, let's look around. We don't need a knife, just need something with an edge that can be sharpened. That makes sense. Did we see anything that had an edge like that, though? And it seems like I can't select individual... oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know if the voucher has any use, or if the purpose of the voucher was just to introduce us to hexadecimal, since there was a kind of a conversation about that once we looked at the voucher. I know what feudal means. Oh. Just thinking about that? No, not much at all. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't heard that one, June. Does it have anything to do with the Curse of the Mummy? Alright, we have another choice. Has Jumpy heard about the story that someone predicted the sinking of the Titanic? What do you think? Yes or no? This seems kind of even so far. It's hard to say which is winning. A lot of people have said yes, a lot of people have said no. I mean, it might be that if we choose yes, she'll just tell us anyway. But then again, I don't know if it is. Maybe it won't. Or maybe it's something we need to hear. Who could say? I think more people said yes. I think more people said yes. Hard to say. I'm gonna go with yes, because I think that was what won. So I'm gonna respond to June and say, yes, I have. What novel was that? Futility. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to look that up and see if that actually exists too. So, was June not actually thinking of the word futility, she was thinking about the novel? What's this? The prophecy about a ship sinking was false? A hoax? A trick? June seems surprised at this idea. Surely this is genuine. Ah, so some chicanery. June does not know what to think. Her worldview is shattered. That maybe the person who predicted the sinking of the Titanic did not actually do that. Well, there are the deadly kind. June is very unhappy, very put out about this. June is defending this idea that someone predicted the sinking of the Titanic. She is not going down on this. She's giving us a red response. Yes, that surely means that's a prophecy. I mean, I don't see how someone could have come up with that idea on their own. Both very specific, unique ideas. I'll give you that. No, it never happened before the Titanic. That actually was the first time that ever happened, Jumpy. That's why June is so sure that this was actual prophecy. You mean like telepathy of the global kind? Oh, tell us more about this. Go on. Keep talking. Connie seems hurt that Jumpy is not buying into this. Obviously, Jumpy, the spirits of the dead could see the future. Do we have to connect all the dots for you? Do we have to explain this all for you? Obviously, the ghosts could see the future. That's what's happening here. Oh, I see. That's quite a talent. Only the best stuff. So, okay, Stead possessed himself in the future. I like where this is going. Jumpy deciding that he's not going to press this. Come on, I want to get into more detail about someone who was able to possess the future version of himself, find out what was going to happen, and then write about it 20 years prior. And how does this relate to the curse of Amon-Ra? I wonder if Jumpy still has feelings for June. They kind of were leaning towards that at the beginning when we first were introduced to June. I haven't noticed that recently, though. Oh, yeah, how about that? We did pick up a knife, didn't we? I forgot about that. Let's combine it with the whetstone. That's what whetstones do? Yes. We have something that we can cut things with. Cut them good. We'll start with the pork, and then who knows what. Yes, combine June with the knife. Okay, use knife on pork. And take paper. Yes, I cut the pork! Awesome, Jumpy. Aha, the pork note. It's like the death note, except anyone's name you write down is forced to eat pork. C plus 10 minus F. Okay. So what was it? What was it? A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, E is 4. F has to be 16, right? Because it's hexadecimal, right? Okay, so we have the pork note. So this has to have something to do with that. Let's see if we actually have the option to put anything in. Mm-hmm. 12 plus 10 minus 15? Thank you, Arturiax. Okay, but F is actually 15 then. Okay. Okay. So, am I just whoops, doing the equation? 12 plus 10, 22, 22 minus 15 is 7? Is the password just 7, or... Alright, let's try it. No, it doesn't seem that's it. Okay, so do I do 12, 10, 15? Oh. No, it's a 3-digit number. Okay. Let's see. So what would the 3-digit number be that we want from this? Actually, why did I subtract 22 and 15? Yeah, it did say subtract, right? Alright, I'm gonna have to go take a look at this again. The digital root. Well, the digital root isn't going to be 3 digits. I mean, if I add the 2 and then... 12 plus 16. Was it 16? Let me take a look at that paper again. I want to look at the port now. No, it was 10. Oh yeah, that's right. If it's hexadecimal, 10 doesn't exist, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. It looked like it was a 3... Oh, so it should be 013 then. No? It wouldn't be the digital root because that would just be the 1-digit number. I tried 013, but that didn't work. 0x13. Unfortunately, there's no entry for x. Just 13? Okay, let's try that. No, it's still saying wrong. Can I rotate the paper? I mean, yeah, we can look at the paper in any direction we want. But, okay, they're just saying it right here, that it's C plus 10 plus F. I'm C plus 10 minus F. Wait. No, she's saying, she said plus F. In the text right here. Didn't the paper say minus? I thought it said minus. Hold on, let me take a look at that again. That says minus. Is it plus? Am I looking at that wrong? Hold on, let me show that. Okay. That looks like a minus to me. But that's supposed to be a plus? Alright, I mean, if it is... let's see if we can look at it straight on. Okay. In the fold of the paper, I can see a little line. Okay, yeah. That's plus. Okay, so I thought that looked like a minus at first, and no, that is actually plus. Okay, okay. So let's see. And assuming that it has to be O at first. There you go. Okay. Thank you for that, chat. I'm sure we would have figured that out a lot faster if I had noticed that was actually a plus sign. What's inside? What is that? The Saturn keycard. Well, the door that leads out of here is locked by a key reader, so I guess we found what we need. Yes, can we eat the pork note? We need the calories. No? Yeah, I mean, let's not decide that this isn't going to work just right away, Santa. I mean, we probably should want to try it on the card reader here. Which one? Is that it? That is it. Let's try it. There you go. In your face, Santa. In your face. How does it feel to be wrong, Santa? All right. We finally got out of the kitchen. We found it. Are we ever going to see Snake, Ace, and 6 again? Snake, Ace, and 7 again? Well, hopefully we do. Oh, is this the other side of... Yeah, we went into the kitchen because there was a grate blocking our way. And I guess we are on the other side of it now. Yeah, the others got off the boat a long time ago. Okay. Those doors are locked. They are locked. I guess we would if they have not made it as far as we did, and I can only assume they've made it much further than we have. Let me just reverse those. Yep, there you go. They are way ahead of us. Going down into the ship. That doesn't seem like where we want to go, but maybe we have to. Hopefully it's not flooded down there. We don't actually know how far the water has gotten so far. It's been a couple hours at this point, it's got to be. Even though it hasn't rang 11 o'clock. You got to be almost there anyway. We got the map from one of the rooms we were searching last time. We got the map, and it led to a very long conversation. I think it was the one where we actually were talking about the Titanic and the Mummy. I think it was that one. Alright, so we can't go all the way down because there is water. I think the room where I clicked the bed was the same room as the map. I mean, I might be remembering it wrong, but I think that was the room where we found the map in. It was I think it was a bedroom and the map was framed on the wall. Because it was in a room with, that we were only in with June in. Because Lotus and Santa were surprised when we pulled out the map at some point. What? What? Such violence! Certainly not what a man of my breeding is accustomed to. Mm-hmm. What, are we just gonna ignore what just happened? Apparently so. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna ignore what just happened. Oh, right? We might be going crazy. I don't think we can rule that out. Well, hopefully most of those are locked, or else we'll be here for a while. That's right. The sun's gonna go down. I don't think it's the sun we have to worry about going down, Santa. Exactly. Let's just run down the hallway, try the doors, and see if any of them open. There's a lot of places to look through, it seems, in this area. Sure, let's head to those double doors and see what's going on. Oh. Let's get in there. What's in there? What, did Lotus not grab our hair and yank it around when we tried to open this door? And we see doors, 3, 7, I thought I saw 8, yeah, there it is. Okay, so now we finally are encountering some more numbered doors. Does that mean our group needs to split up? Because we know that our group altogether made, it was 4. So that means our group together cannot all go through one of these doors. Yep. Maybe. Antiseptic. Yes, I know, Vashikar, that I'm a bit optimistic that I'll be able to just go right through those doors, and that we won't be here for half an hour, doing who knows what. Mm-hmm. And then 7 and 8. They were numbered doors. I forgot. The doors with numbers are indeed called the numbered doors. I should focus on the bottom screen since we're seeing so much text on there. Yes, one of the doors is blank. Maybe we should try it. Good idea, Jumpy. Let's have a look at those doors. It does sound like a good plan to look at the doors. So let's go towards the doors. Why are you starting with door 3? We know what the numbered doors do. Yeah, that's locked. Okay, that one's not. I mean, it is locked. So the unnumbered door was the only one that maybe stood a chance of not being locked, but it is locked. Right, the nonary game. It's been a little while since someone's mentioned that. Is it turned off? That's right. Just nothing on it at all. Is there only the one red, or does each of the numbered doors have a red? I mean, they all should, right? Okay, none of the reds work. Okay. So none of the doors we can go through. What did it mean? I knew it. Don't look so smug, Santa. This isn't good for anyone. Yeah, that's bad for us, Santa. We have to assume that Zero knows what he's doing, or else there might not actually be a way out of here. Hmm? Oh-ho! So maybe we can finally get away from these psychopaths we've been traveling with. What? What's surprising about that? Our paths converged. I mean, that's a good thing, right? They talked about the rooms they've been through. They talked about being locked in a freezer. They talked about Ice 9. They talked about the curse of the mummy and how this might be fake real Titanic that didn't sink, because fake Titanic actually was the thing that did sink, and this Titanic might be the real one that slipped through a pocket dimension into time, due to the mummy's curse, of course, and how glycerin that crystallized globally might have everything to do with this. Oh, right, the Ninth Man. I did forget about his death. It's right. That's accurate, 999. I forgot all about him. Snake, let me tell you a little bit about hexadecimal numbers. Let's recap. Okay, so they already had gotten here before us and found that the reds don't work. Okay, so then we're going to have to search those rooms to find the bottoms of the reds, and I guess they were not able to find anything. Yep, I guess we're just going to have to go back there. Okay, they already looked, and Ace says the only thing they can find are more hospital rooms and nothing in them. That's a lot of hospital rooms, isn't it? Which symbol? Because we have a key card. It has a symbol on it. We probably should look at that. Astrological symbols make me so mad! There you go. The ship with the big hospital is a hospital ship. Tell us all about it. Feel free to expound on it as much as possible. Go into as much detail as you need. Ah, another sister ship to the Titanic. That's right, a third Titanic. Everything is Titanics. Maybe this ship is a combination of all three ships. It's just all combined together, like a transformer. No, Zane Zero. June talked about the Olympic. This is a third Titanic. And a link being posted to the Britannic. But that is not the Gigantic, is it? Lord Gordain. Is that true? I've never heard that name. I must have the Titanic. I must have it. Don't tell me it's impossible. I must have the Titanic. Obviously, Lord Gordain and the Mummy are the same person who is Zero. No, it's not almost 100-year old because it jumped through time. Are we forgetting about the pocket dimension through time, people? Let's try to keep the details straight. Lotus, that is a better theory than a lot of the stuff we've heard so far. Don't say that sounds ridiculous, considering what we've been talking about throughout the course of the game. Oh, hold on, there's some anime. Oh, I missed the animation. Seven was scratching his head. What? You didn't realize that people had amnesia? I mean, that's got to be the case, right? That's one of the least strange things we've seen so far. The clock saves Jumpy from embarrassing himself further. Oh, right. It's the hour. Mm-hmm. 12? Oh, I missed 11. I didn't realize it was as late as it was. Okay, so we've wasted more time than I thought we did. We have 3 hours gone and 6 more to go. By looking in places like we've been doing. What? Yep, that's what we're doing. Like I said, let's just run down the hallway and open the doors and see which ones are unlocked. And probably it's like 2. Well, I don't think any of us should trust Lotus. She has not been seen to be very trustworthy as of late. So are we going to form a new group, or are we on our own? Wait, we can't be on our own, because if we were on our own when searching the rooms, we would not be able to get into conversations about the most distant tangents imaginable. However... Wait, what? What happened? Is it saying that we spent an hour looking through these rooms, or did we not even start looking through the rooms? Did we just waste an hour somehow? Okay, so we're not actually gonna look ourselves. That just happened off screen, I think. I'm gonna guess that's what happened. Okay, activated a red. Well, she's standing in front of door 8, is that right? So, we're going to need to have a group that forms 8. Uh-oh. A mysterious person fixed the red. Yes, Arloa, the ninth man reassembled his body and is working against us. Maybe someone wants us to go through 8 specifically. Yeah, Zero's just walking around the ship in his trench coat and gas mask and just put the parts back in. And no one noticed it. Oh, they're all repaired. Well, no one's really had an idea of what's been going on from the beginning. Yeah. Zero's helping us out because we proved to be a lot more incompetent than he anticipated. Where's Snake? Uh-oh. I'm missing Snake. Well, no, because he wouldn't have been able to actually go through the doors himself. That really doesn't mean anything. Did he go by... Wait, did he go off by himself to look for the parts for the red? Because how would he have been able to do that? Wouldn't he have had to go with Clover? Right, but I mean, if we were looking for, like, the parts... Yeah, see his echolocation. He clicks his tongue as he walks around. I mean, if we were looking for the parts, would he have actually been able to do that on his own? Okay, so apparently she and Snake did separate. No, wait, stop. We could just leave her here. Santa is big on efficiency all of a sudden. Alright, let's go look for him, I guess. Will that actually happen, or are we doing that off screen? Oh, good. I thought maybe we could, align with some other characters, but it looks like we're continuing to go with June. Do we have a choice? Oh, we do have a choice. Okay. All right, chat. Are we going to search for in the casino, the first-class cabin, the hallway with all the rooms, or back to the large hospital room? So we have 4 choices here. So far, people are saying casino. Looks like everyone's saying casino so far. Okay, it looks like everyone wants to go to the casino on B deck. So that's what we're doing. Let's do this thing. Looks like that's where Lotus wanted to go. And she's just sitting around like she was before in the kitchen. It's a bad habit. No, it's not obvious. What are you doing? Yeah, I think you're just standing around. Not really. Oh, we have a choice. Okay. Do we want to listen to what Lotus has to say, or do we refuse and leave? Amazing how the choices are coming so rapid fire now. Okay, let's see. Looks like most people are saying listen. Alright, most people are saying listen. Yeah, everyone, just about everyone's saying listen, so we're going to listen to what Lotus has to say. Hopefully it won't involve pulling our hair this time. Really? Someone is actually going to get right to the point for once? I thought that's what we were doing. Yes, please explain it to us, Lotus, in as much detail as you can think of. Oh, you're saying we should leave everyone behind. Yeah. June's quick with numbers. Well, let's see. It can't be Santa, because he's 3. So we can ditch him, I guess. Yeah, what do they add up to? Would they be able to go through a door themselves? Oh, no. Okay, so this looks like the first time that we have the option to screw people over. We knew this would be coming at some point. So if we add Snake and leave, everyone else is gonna die. Well, what are you saying, Lotus? If it's... no. We have, what, 5 hours left. I mean, even if we were going to go for help, there'd be no time to get back to them, right? Right, exactly. And June's kind of on the ball right now. My opinion is going up. Because the last door is 9, right? Yeah, that's what Zero said. The door to freedom was 9. Yeah. But then we can't get through any of the hospital doors. Lotus's plan is foiled. You don't know that, Lotus. How much is that true? Need to run the numbers myself to see if it's not possible to actually break into groups that each equal 9. Alright, so we finally got to the point where we had to consider that we might at some point need to leave people to die, which was something I don't think had been mentioned yet, but kind of figured that it was going to have to come to that at some point. Yeah, that's a good idea. We should take Lotus with us to use her number when we can, and then kill her once we get to number 9. She obviously can't be trusted. Okay, so we didn't actually go into the casino, which is kind of disappointing. But, I guess Lotus did and no one was there. So do we want to go to the first class cabin, the hallway with all the rooms, or back to the large hospital room? Okay, so far people are saying the first class cabin on B deck. Okay, everyone's saying first class so far. Alright, so we're heading off to first class cabin on B deck. Yeah, we might end up just doing all of them. Okay, should we talk to Clover or leave her alone? I mean, we were looking for her. That was the reason we ran out of the hospital. So do we talk to Clover or not? Yeah, Clover's now going to tell us about her plan to screw everyone over. Okay, people are saying... I think most people are saying talk. So, we are going to talk to Clover. I guess she hasn't found Snake yet. Clover, let me tell you about a little thing called Ice 9. Oh, alright. I mean, we're here to help you find your brother, but if you really don't need our help... we can do that. I mean, Lotus just told us of a plan to leave everyone else behind, so, I mean,